I'm not dating one woman. I look forward to growing our family. I so look forward to growing. What's up, everybody? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Tristan.
Welcome back to our channel,
Living the Grand Life.
Welcome back to another episode of
Mind Your Marriage Monday Anniversary Edition.
Yeah. You see, our surroundings are a little bit different. We decided, it's beautiful out here. Let's go ahead and enjoy the park.
Yeah.
Baby, for people that are new, let them know what Mind Your Marriage Monday is.
Yeah, so Mind Your Marriage Monday is a segment that we do once a week. Typically, Natasha and I are really wrapped up in one another, right? Like we mind our business and we stay out of other folks' marriage. But once a week, we put our petty boots on and we step outside of our marriage to mind your marriage. People send us scenarios, or we find scenarios that are marriage related, and usually the other one doesn't know the topic, and we talk about what we think about that particular topic. Because we don't want to spend too much time outside of our situation, we put a 10-minute cap on that thing.
And that's it.
Okay? So we have 10 minutes to discuss the scenario, and then we move on and we mind our own marriage until the next Monday.
If you're new to the channel, subscribe.
Yeah, right now.
Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Come right back. We're jumping into it right now.
So yeah, this week is going to be a little bit different, right?
Okay.
So typically we find a scenario, one of us finds a scenario. Today, I decided I wanted to bring the topic, but I want to make it a little personal.
Oh.
And instead of minding their marriage, we're going to talk a little bit about minding our marriage.
Ooh, okay.
And how we have successfully done that for the past 6 years. So we just celebrated our 6-year anniversary.
Yeah.
It was amazing. We tend to learn so much every single year. And so we love to do things where we have deep conversations about what we've learned and things of that nature. So that's going to be what we're going to do today. For the next 10 minutes, we're going to discuss our marriage.
Our marriage. I'm ready to do that. All right, baby. Let's get it popping then.
Number one, I have to say, I have thoroughly enjoyed this past 11 years with you, this past 6 years of marriage to you. It has been the most amazing. I mean, I couldn't even imagine what it was going to be, right? And honestly, it's different all the time. We are always reinventing what our marriage looks like and like recreating new norms and things of that nature. I love that about us.
Right.
And so I realized that we learn something every year, and our marriage teaches us something every year. And so my question for you is like, what did you learn in year 5 of marriage, leading into year 6? Okay, now. I'm working.
The joys of outside.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. What did I learn in year 5?
Yeah.
About us.
In this past year, our marriage, what did you learn in our marriage? What did you learn about me or yourself or whatever?
That's a great question. I think a few things are coming to mind. One, I already knew that we're always coming back to each other no matter what, no matter the situation or what it is. We've gone through a lot in year 5, and it's in every aspect of a relationship, like relative to loss, gain, family, friends, jobs, careers, different paths, passion projects, etc. And oh boy, this little fly wants to really be involved. Apparently they were in our relationship.
They want to mind our marriage.
Come on, bro.
That's what you get for smelling so good.
I know, man. I gotta get it together. But okay, we're good. So we both are focused on individual things, and then we have multiple things that we are focused on collectively. And with that, you could tend to be consumed in those things, and it starts to create issues within the relationship. And what I love about us, and we continue to show each year in new ways, is that we are so committed to us that no matter what, nothing is going to deter Natasha and Tristan.
Right.
In our marriage, in our relationship. Like, we are forever going to come back to each other no matter what. Like, we will shut all this shit down and come realign back up. Like, we don't care. Like, we are our focus. We are our greatest blessing to each other, in my opinion. And so this past year, it showed me that our level to be able to balance and endure positives and negatives and growth all at the same time, but still be able to take a second to figure out, hold on, something feel a little different here in the core. Let me stop right quick, knock all this stuff over to the side and get to the root of whatever.
Check in.
And continue to come right back.
Yeah. I agree. I love that about us. I feel like this year we got to a new level of grace with one another, and like compassion and empathy for one another. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know, where more in the past, certain things would have started an argument or created, you know, now we're like, we will literally just come to one another and say, I feel disconnected. What's up?
Yeah.
I don't like it. Fix it. Right? Like, and then that'll start for us a long conversation about where we are now, and then how we got here and what needs to happen now to course correct. I love that about us, right? Like, and you know, I know for us it's just hit year 6, and you know, they say that, you know, it's that 7th year where things get a little ugly. So we got a little time to go. We gonna see, but it feels like we done been through some things. You feel me? Like,
I think a part of that too, I always wonder, like, you know, when they say, because they say the numbers relative to being together and to being married, that's a different set of numbers. And I also wonder, like, does year 7, how does that play into how many years you were together prior to being married?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there's some people,
but marriage changes things. Like, people like to say that
it's
marriage
just paper.
is just a piece of paper. I don't know. I can't speak to other people, but marriage changed some things for me. Right? Like, we had lived together before we got married. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, in theory, there was nothing that changed
we were
when
together
we got married.
5 years.
But the fact of the matter, we were together 5 years when we got married. But for me, something happened when we got married. Like, this is my family now. Particularly when I changed my name. Like, literally, we are family now. I don't share this name with even my own family anymore. And so she became closer to me than the family I grew up with, because now I share this name with her. It was like I left that behind and I came closer to you. For me, it was just totally different. And I don't know how it was for her, because she didn't have that same transition that she had to make, but I had to change some things to make this thing official.
For me, from the other side of it is, no, I didn't change my last name. I gave you my last name, and I gave but shared my last name, and it was a choice relationship. So for me, there was still a change, though. You made it a choice to accept it, and I made the choice to share it with you. So even then, it's the same thing, where I walked away from what was given to me and made a choice to share it with you.
Yeah. It was dope, because can't nobody say nothing about this one. After we got married, couldn't nobody really say nothing before, but after we got married, you trying to fight. That's what's up? You trying to fight? Okay, cool. Because I thought I heard somebody was trying to fight.
She's serious, but me too. Mine's just chill.
So what are you looking forward to in this coming year?
I am looking forward to, what's the word I want to use? Elevation. I believe that we are in a prepared state of elevation, and a lot of people will say growth, but we will continue to grow in it, but I believe there's going to be some leveling up happening in a number of areas in our lives that we have put in the time, the work, all the things you got to do before you quote unquote grow up in different situations, and are able to expand your abilities and your network and your net worth. And I believe that this year is going to be definitely that year. I look forward to growing our family. I so look forward to growing our family this year.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's.
I see you. I see you. Girl.
Yeah, I can't even hide that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Ditto, kiddo. What's happening?
It was a bird.
That bird sound like
I thought somebody was running up.
Right, exactly.
I got my leg ready to turn.
I didn't even turn around. I was just like, I saw you turn around. You don't need for both of us to turn around. I got to watch you from this way.
Yeah.
You got my back.
Always.
So we talked about what we learned and what we're looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give folks who are maybe newer in their relationship or newer in their marriage, or maybe they've been married a long time, but they don't feel like they've got this foundation? What's some advice you would give to folks?
Some advice I would give is to remember that marriage is a choice. You chose this person chose you. Y'all have chosen this life together. And the point of saying to choose is that you have to constantly choose every aspect of your marriage. You have to make a conscious effort to choose. If you're in a rut, choose to find out what's happening and get out of it. Choose to see what's going on with your partner. Choose to be a part of whatever it is they're interested in, or if they're going through something, choose to support them in whatever way you can. And choosing in such ways on a continuous basis is a sacrifice. Naturally, we choose ourselves. We know what we like, what we want, what we prefer. Sometimes you have to step outside of that, or just take a step to the left to see, well, what's going on with you? I'm in this place, but I see that you're not. Let's talk about this. Or we don't seem to be aligned right now. Let's realign. You have to choose to want to be aligned. You have to choose to want to continue to be married and be happy and be in whatever state. It's a maturity thing too. And that's why marriage a lot of times is for younger people. You have to evolve and grow. I mean, honestly, the human brain is not fully developed until 25. That's around the time we met.
Come on, stats.
Right? So
I'm gonna have to fact check you.
Fact check me, please do. But no, seriously, like you've got to, it's a continuously mature choice. And you got to fight yourself on that maturity sometimes, because we all are naturally petty when you're with somebody, because you know what buttons to push with that person to get them to that point, right? And don't get it twisted. The choice doesn't just happen. I made that choice, we good 10 minutes. That's not how that works. No. It's a continuous choice. You may have to choose every day for 6 months, or every month. It might not be every day, but every month for 6 months to work to get each other back to the place that you were, or the place you want to be in this growth. Another bit of advice I think give is that understand that people need grace. They go through things, and that individuals change. You know, when people renew vows, when you're younger, I remember thinking like, why are people renewing vows? They're married. Like, that's dumb. Being married and being an adult and having that fully developed mind, being very observant and maturity, I see that people change every 10 years, about every 10 years. They are not the same person. And I'm sure if any of you have a few decades under your belt, you can attest to that. You are not the same individual you were in your 20s as you are or were in your 30s, as you are or were in your 40s, and so on and so forth. So you have to give individuals grace to grow and understand who they are, and then decide, again, make another choice. Is this the person I want to continue to be with? And if it is, you need to work through it and continuously move on and have that wonderful life. And if it's not, you still have to be mature and have those conversations and understand why or why not.
Let's be clear.
But it ain't, yeah.
She ain't having no if this is the same.
Oh, no, we don't have that.
She wants to be with. Ma'am.
We ain't had that. We good. We good. I'm just giving some advice. Some advice. But we've changed as individuals.
Absolutely. Tasha and I made a decision from the very beginning, because we even changed in, when we got married, we weren't the same people we were when we first got together. Like, I feel like people hold people hostage. And keep them bound to who they were when they met, and they say certain things like, well, you used to do this, and oh, you don't treat me like you used to, and you don't da like you used to. And my thing is like, I'm not who I used to be.
Neither is that other person, because you might not be receptive to what they used to do the same way, because you're used to it.
Exactly. So I feel like, I don't know about Tasha, because I don't know, what her thought process, for everything was, but I made a conscious decision a long time ago that I was going to love every single version of her.
Yeah.
Every single one. The ones I love the Tasha that I've never met. I loved the one I met back in 2010. And I love the one that I haven't met that I will meet in 2035. I love her. But sometimes I have to learn how to love her.
Yeah.
And so we find ourselves year after year figuring out the new way. Because you say people change every 10 years. I seem to think folks change every 10 minutes because, my God, this one here is she's an interesting individual.
Wow.
And yeah, you can't go a 10-year little stint without knowing this one here. You got to learn daily. Okay. And so, I have to make a conscious effort to make sure that I am observing my wife, that I am listening to my wife, that I am really paying attention. What is she saying and what she's doing and what she's drawn to and what she isn't drawn to. I can't remember. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is, but I am constantly in a mode where I am studying, because how do you learn something committed to knowledge without studying it? This isn't something that I need to learn and then, learn just for the test and then dump it.
Right.
No, I need to know her. I need to know her inside and out. So I am always studying her. I notice every single thing she does.
Sometimes to the point where I be like, babe, stop paying attention. I'm good.
If I say something and I see a twitch, I'll be like, okay, so what did I say that didn't resonate with you? I said something
literally,
and it didn't hit how it was supposed to hit, and I need to make sure that maybe I don't know if I said it wrong, or maybe you didn't just, I don't know if it was my tone, but I saw it. I saw something happen. So what's up?
See, and I'm the same way. So you say you're not sure, how I process everything. I'm the same way. Once I chose to ask you to be my wife, and we got married and continue to grow, like there's no one else that I am seeking to be with and will not seek to be with. You are the one. First of all, it's multiples of Tristan. So I'm not dating one woman, okay? It's an all-in-one situation.
She know my girl with my girl.
Yeah, she know my girl with my girl. And in that, I'm continuously observing her as well. It's not an every 10-year thing. My wife, she may have a certain stance on something 1 week or 1 month, and something's happened. She's grown and processed mentally, and then now it's different. And I'm like, okay, that's not where we were. Got it. Okay. This is how we move forward, how we think about this in that way. I also, I'm a naturally observant person. Like I observe some of everything about everybody and all around. And
I love that about her, because literally I don't observe nothing else but her. I let Natasha be like, well, did you see the man in the corner and I'll be like, no, but I saw you walk past the such and such and whatever, what have you. I'm looking at your surroundings. I ain't worried about mine.
But with that, I gotta, I have to learn, as she continues to grow as an individual, because that's the thing, we're all individuals first. Even observing her, I have to chill with that sometimes. Because Tristan, as we've talked about and she's talked about, gives a lot of thought communication through her face. You see, I'm sure all of y'all see what she's thinking right now, because I know. Right? But so because I can observe that, I try to sometimes communicate based on what I saw on her face versus
she'll react to something I didn't say.
Versus
that's the thing about
her verbal. I need, so it's just something thrown out there that I've had to learn to do. But
and that's so funny, because we always used to talk about how I had no filter.
Yep.
When we first got together, I had no filter. I was gonna say what was on my mind. I didn't care who it was. Relationship didn't matter. How it sounded. Yeah. It was just like, that's what I said. What I said.
Yep.
And so over the years, I realized that was causing issues in multiple types of relationships, right? And so I made a conscious effort to make sure that I still say what's on my mind, but I'm a lot more thoughtful about the things that I say. Mm-hmm. So I tried to tell Tasha, you can't look at my face, listen to my words. Because my original thought might have, if I had said what I was originally thinking, it would not have landed well. So what I would like you to do is forget what you see and listen to what I said, because I had a conscious thought about what it is I wanted to communicate, and I did that.
And that's tough to do.
To how I'm communicating.
That's tough to do for me because I know that 80% of communication is seen.
Visual, huh?
It's visual. It's 20% of it is verbal.
I think you can still watch my body language. You can still watch my body language, but I'm like the first couple of seconds of my thought. Just let that first. You know how when you got a new Brita filter, and you fill up the water filter, or when you get a new filter in your refrigerator, and they say when you first put the filter in, it's a brand new filter. It works perfectly fine, but you still gotta dump that first about gallon or so of the water, because don't use that. So that's how I want you to treat me. I want you to treat my face like a Brita filter.
This lady is the queen of analogies and metaphors.
You got to dump the first part, and then the rest of it's gonna be good. The rest of it is good, but that first little gallon,
you got to run that cup and dump that.
Yeah, you got to dump that.
We had time, baby.
Oh, we've been at
we
time.
well into time, yeah. So
Apparently when we minding y'all marriage, we only got 10 minutes.
When we
minding our own, we got time today.
And we barely touched the surface, but that's cool because we can't give you everything the whole kick boodle.
Exactly.
But that's for us.
If y'all have questions for us, if y'all have specific questions that y'all want us to answer, let us know.
Yep. Now, again, if you are new to this channel, welcome, family. We so happy to have you here. Now that you're here, Tristan gonna have to reiterate a couple things and give you the house rules, baby. Let them know.
Yeah. So what I need y'all to do is go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe right now. And when you do, hit the notification bell so you're notified when your new friends in LeGrand's post some new content. And while we're on the subject of content, please let us know, did you like this? Did you like this content? Again, we tell y'all every week how much love we get on the Mind Your Marriage Monday topics, but this one was a little bit different. So we're taking some risks and stepping out there and doing some things different. So let us know if you liked it in the comments below. And also give us a thumbs up. Share this video. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about your new friends at LeGrand's, okay?
Especially if you say we're your favorite couple.
So many people have told us that, oh, y'all my favorite couple, but did you subscribe?
And did you share?
Did you tell people? Okay, because if not, what is you doing, baby? We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We got a long way to go. So we need y'all help. Go ahead and, like I said, share and tell some folks about your new friends at LeGrand.
Yeah, if you are on Instagram, you're not following us, you tripping, but we gonna get you right. Follow us at Living LeGrand Life. If you want to see what my beautiful wife has popping on her Instagram, she been on that thing lit. I see you lately. Follow her at It's Tris LeGrand. And if you want to see what I got going on and my silliness, follow me at _president. We love you guys. We will holler at you in the next video. Peace. Bye.